Organizers say Pittsburgh's AnthroCon event draws more participants than any furry convention in the world.
According to officials, for the first time ever, every one of those hotel rooms was sold out in 12 minutes. So we're talking 10,349 rooms.
It's an incredibly inclusive event. We represent every continent except Antarctica.
How many are there?
What a wonderful question, Dudley. The correct answer is about 10 million furries worldwide. If that number isn't mind-boggling to you, I don't know what would be. It wouldn't be possible to fit that many people into a concert, let alone a convention center. But anyways, without any further delay, let's get into the video. So, luckily, there have been many studies and estimates of furry fandom membership, if you want to call it that, throughout the many years the furry fandom has existed. An article from not too long ago stated that there were about 1 to 3 million furries in 2022, which increased by around 2 million when compared to the estimates of fandom membership in 2023. A person also created a Reddit post in 2018 which attempted to roughly estimate approximately how many people are part of the furry fandom. People estimated at the time that there was about 500,000 to 1 million furries in the fandom. Of course, both of these numbers are rather large and proves that the furry fandom definitely is growing, but these numbers get dwarfed if we compare it to this year's estimate of approximately 10 million people who are part of the furry fandom worldwide. A question that should immediately come to mind is, why are so many people joining the fandom? And wasn't there a lot of active misconceptions about the furry fandom at the time? Well, although a lot of people joined the fandom primarily due to the interest in anthropomorphic art prior to 2020, it appears that due to furries disproving misconceptions with all of the free time that we had over the lockdown period, that many people joined the fandom after having their opinions changed. However, between 2020 and 2022, there were a few news stations and channels which decided to share the truth behind the furry fandom and place it into a positive light due to it being such a fast-growing subculture. Unfortunately, all of this didn't come without its challenges. Of course, there was the positive attention from the mainstream media, but there is also the negative, as the furry fandom grows larger and the public gets more confused on the differences between furries and groups such as the Therian community. Not only is there that negative perception, but as the fandom has grown, there has been a large increase in drama, as naturally, the greater number of people bring more chances for drama to arise. Neither of these factors are desired, and I'm sure everybody in the fandom dislikes that it is happening to our community, but it doesn't define the furry fandom. It is only an unfortunate natural course of events when there is such a large group of people and there are prior misunderstandings left unrectified. So, although there has been some unfortunate events that have negatively impacted the fandom, it still continues to grow exponentially. Due to the recent media portraying furries once again in a negative light, for example, the Furries Act, there may be a slight pushback to the growth of this community until the misunderstandings are rectified. I predict that in the long term, the fandom will continue to grow as it always has, and that there will eventually be a greater understanding by the public, and that plenty more great events are still yet to come. But I would love to know, what do you think? Do you think that the fandom will have changed a significant amount within the next 5 years? Let me know in the comment section below. And with that, I hope you all have a fantastic day.